Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to Moscow. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a test, so we're going to see how it goes and see if the video is okay. And I'm going to try and do a live stream from here at VDNHh Park, which is a very famous park in the center of Moscow. It's not quite in the center, it's about 15-20 minutes by metro outside of Moscow, but we're going to see how this goes, and I'm going to hope that the resolution is good and the sound is good. I'm actually using a different software from my last couple of live streams, so we'll also see how that goes. The biggest problem I've got is it's very sunny today. This is one of the last warm, hot summer's day here in Moscow and in Russia before they start autumn. Kids go back to school on the 1st of September, so we're going to see how it goes. Now I'm just going to come into the shade here so that I can just set the screen brightness a little bit. You'll see how many people are coming to this park. The metro station is just down the way. I've actually kind of walked from the metro station here. This park's very cool too because it's got it's got trams coming in here, it's got the metro, it's got buses, and it's got a monorail. Right there is the monorail. You can just see it. Now I'm going to just sit down for a second. So the biggest thing I'm finding, I'm using a different software, so I don't know if I can see the chat or not. So, there's, I'm going to unhide the chat. So if anybody's watching live, if you can let me know, the two things I want to know is basically, are you seeing the video? And are you seeing, and how is the sound? That's the two things that I'm kind of critical on. So it says the transmission is unstable due to a weak network. Now that was my fear doing a live stream, is not having a good network. Now I know that there's good network here, but I guess it's a matter of how good it is, really. So I want to show the chat view. So show chat view. Oh, I am here. There we go. We've got Thomas here, and I think someone else as well. Hi is the second comment. If anyone can just let me know how the sound is. Does it sound nice and clear? Because I'm using a slightly different microphone as well to how I've done my other live streams. So I can see the screen now, but my fear is the how good the network's going to hold up. So I see a few people live, so that's good as well. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I can change the screen brightness a little bit, just so that I can get so I can read the comments. So I'm actually just going to turn the camera around to me for a second so you know that it's really me. Excuse the turn. So yeah, hi everybody, and welcome to a live stream here in Moscow. It's Tuesday afternoon. I didn't check the time. I know it's around about 4 o'clock, roughly 4 p.m., give or take. I took the bus and the metro into Moscow. So my wife went off to the doctor's. She had a doctor's appointment, I think at 5 o'clock, I think. So I've left her to go to the doctor's, and I've decided to come to a park. So what I'll do is I'll swing the camera around and I'll show you the park, because it's a very neat place, this. If anyone does know VDNHh or not, we'll check it out. And I'll see if I can read the comments. Hopefully I can see them with the screen being as bright as it is. So yeah. All right, now I'm blinded by the sun. I just noticed there was actually a map back here. So I might just sort of point the map out to everybody and just let you know where we're going to walk. It's a very, very, very big park, by the way. So yeah, this is the map of VDNHh, and basically this is kind of the metro map in a way. They've got these usually by most metro stations. So we're just over here. So the metro station was just up here where I've walked down. And there's a very famous hotel off in the distance. I don't know if we can quite catch it, which is Hotel Cosmos. And then there's a huge statue here for the Museum of Cosmonautics, which I'd walk past. And if I go back a little bit, we're going to basically walk this way into the park. It's a bit weird, this map, because I guess it's pointing in the direction that you're looking, which is away from the park. Is there anybody on the other side? It'll probably make a bit more sense. Yeah, that one's better. I guess it's a bit darker now, but we're going to walk in down here. And we'll walk for probably about an hour, give or take. We'll see how the battery holds up. And we'll check out some of the, especially the outside of the buildings. But the one thing I do note, I mean, it's a couple of days from start of the school season or school semester. So there's a ton of families and kids here in the park. Man, I really can't see the chat, which is really a bit of a shame. So if you guys want to chat away, of course, go for it. But really, I just want to know how the sound is and reasonably how the picture quality is. And I hope at least one of the two of them is good. So there's a very big Ferris wheel here, which we won't see too closely because there's kind of just over here. Now there, basically, it's not open yet. Oh, I'll get you right in the camera. Everyone kind of avoids the camera sometimes. But yeah, there's a big Ferris wheel, but it's not quite open. It's about a month away from being finished. They're doing testing at the moment. So you can see how bright it is because the sun is just beaming down now. But this is the grand entrance here. Now, it looks kind of small on the camera, but I can assure you this place is just gigantuous. It's just so drastically overbuilt. But I guess that's the kind of era that it was built in, you know, showing the grandeur of Russia. As we just spin around here, you'll see again where we've walked from. And you can just see the tip of the Cosmonautics Museum there. There's actually a rocket at the top of the huge statue there. And just behind the trees, you can see Hotel Cosmos right there as well. So lots of people are coming and going from the park. So I don't think it closes, this place. I think maybe midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning or something, but now I don't know if anyone can hear any background sound, but Roy Orbison's playing. You got it. You guys know Roy Orbison? It's kind of funny that you come to Russian parks and they play Western songs when you come in here. Like, I mean, okay, Roy Orbison's a much older performer now, but it's kind of, you know, Western music in a very, very Soviet park. Hopefully you can see the size of this entrance here. And you'll see on the top, the gold statue there. There's a man and a lady holding up a huge sheath of wheat. Wheat sheath? Sheath of wheat. And there's also some kind of, I guess, what are they, like ceramic statues on the sides of the walls of it here. So, yeah, once I get into the shade in a second, I'll just try to catch up with the chat. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to sort of give you an idea of just how big this thing is. I guess the people at the bottom is a good example, but yeah, lots of people coming and going. I hope I'm holding it nice and steady. The idea is to kind of walk slow and hopefully not have too much jitter and blur. Hopefully not. So, yeah, there we go in the shade now, that's better. There's a guy's doing delivery club, he comes in with his bicycle. Yeah, where are we here? Let's just scroll back a little bit. It's very clear, 4:01 p.m. time. Yes, 4 o'clock. Yeah, I thought it was about 4 o'clock. I like to walk around VDNHh when I come to Moscow. I'm just going to read through here, VDNHh. I wonder how many stereotypes I'll hear today about VDNHh, I guess, or yeah, it's a pretty amazing park. This, I mean, I can come here every day of the week and enjoy walking here. I enjoy when I come here. Chris, how's it going? Vinny, sound, picture, and audio is good. Thank you. Yes, I can hear the music. Yeah, it's just changed songs now. So Roy Orbison's gone off. I don't know who's the next. I don't know every song in the audio library, but I can hear the music. Yeah. Hey Russell, how you doing? Like Prism Live? Yes. Do you like Prism Live? So far, Dimmer. Yeah, I was just literally going live when I sent you the earlier message. Yeah, Dimmer, by the way, is from St. Petersburg. He told me about this. I just find it hard to see. I put down the resolution to 720p and then to 1000 kbps. But I guess it'll depend on my network now how it's going to stream. I hear Roy Orbison, YouTube can block the monetization. Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully when I'm talking over the music, it'll kind of do it justice a little. I'd love to tell you something about some of these buildings, but I don't really know. But there's another huge one off in the distance, and some very nice water fountains on the left and right here. As you see people just flying by on scooters. It's quite a bit of a walk to get around this whole park, so scooter rentals are very, very popular here because it's a lot of walking otherwise if you're not used to this park or you've not been before. We'll probably walk for about an hour. We'll see how it goes. We'll definitely get from here to the next section over, and then we'll see. So yeah, let's go. Excited, yes, thank you. Is it RQC, I think? I don't see the stabilization works. Maybe this is a feature of your phone. Yeah, I guess I've got it on, but I don't know. I mean, I think because it's basically, oh, now the sun's gone into the behind the clouds there. So, yeah, I hope it's nice and stable. So yeah, there's 11 people watching. I mean, I didn't expect lots of people. This is literally not scheduled. I just thought I'd come and do this. You know, come and do it, let's say. So yeah, hopefully it's a nice image. Hopefully. The brightness kind of comes and goes. And we might walk down the other side there, I think, just because it's a little bit more beautiful than beautiful. So does that kind of seem bright to everybody when I show the video now? I hope it does. I've kind of got my screen brightness down a little bit so that I can see the chat a little bit better. Finally live stream at an earlier time, yes. Dimmer, yeah, thanks Dimmer. Have a good day. Yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, TT's, yes, that's you, sorry. Yeah, we're going to just take a bit of a walk in VDNHh. This is the All-Russian Exhibition Center. Have a look at these water fountains right here. How nice is that? It's in all its glory today, really and truly. I've kind of picked kind of a very nice time to come. There's a young girl here getting her photo taken. Her mum's posed for another one. And she wants to be in all the photos. Very nice. As we keep walking along. Yeah, pretty much when you ever come here, you'll struggle to get a park bench. The video's not showing real colors. That's strange. Yeah, this is the first time using it, so this is a little bit of a test and a trial. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll watch it back later. Obviously, what I see through the camera lens may not be exactly what's coming out on the video, so that's another problem. And also there's a lot of shade here, so I'm going from shade to brightness. But I think pretty much yesterday, today, tomorrow is the last kind of warm, sunny days in Moscow now, and then slowly the temperature will go down a little bit, and it won't be quite as warm, and you know, these sort of nice sunny days. So lots of people just come to the park and hang out, sit on a park bench, chat to friends, you know, so it's very nice. Check out these roses over here, all in bloom. Hope that's a good shot. Looks good from here for me. Now it's better. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I guess because of the shade, because it's kind of a tiny, there's really not many clouds in the sky if we look around, but the amount of trees here, because all the trees are kind of in full leaf because of summertime, you're going to find I'm in and out of the shade here a fair bit. So, watching from California, and it looks in color. VDNHh, beautiful as always. Yes, 100% agree with you. I don't think I could possibly say a bad thing about this park, except the fact it's a lot of walking. We'll just sort of turn around and look back where we kind of walked up here. I like it here how they've got these just like little wires that are only, you know, they're just barely off the ground, that kind of, you know, prevent you from going on the grass. So you can see where we walked in here through that main grand entrance right there. Yeah, tomorrow is the last day of summer, yes. I'd imagine that's why, well, there's always a lot of people in this park in summertime, but I think everybody realizes as well with the weather next week, and maybe even the weekend, it'll kind of cool down a little bit. It's, yeah, it's very nice. California. What a beautiful place. You never believe this, but I have done a puzzle at this park. A large puzzle I never knew where it was. I do now, and hi Russell. What a beautiful day. Thanks, Gail, yes. Yeah, I reckon there's some probably jigsaw puzzles of some of these buildings, or at least this whole place, because it's so significant to Moscow and to Russia. Just the grandeur of the buildings. A couple of the gardeners just walking by with their rakes in their hands. Oh, hello Nelly, how are you going? Sorry, I'm going to wave like this to if anyone says hello. I'm going to really kind of just keep the camera on where we're walking because it's so nice. Yeah, lots of people just come here and just meet friends, family, just go for a walk. You know, you could literally spend, wow, you could spend most of the day here if you really wanted just to pace yourself and walk around, bring some snacks with you. There's some cafes here as well. They did used to have a McDonald's off kind of in the park over this side over here behind these trees, and I'm super curious if the Kuznetsy Tochkas took it over or not. When I was here last at this park, I came with a couple of friends, so shout out to them if they're watching. From Smolensk, they were visiting Moscow, and we came from a walk here. They were staying at a hotel close by, so it was kind of just appropriate to have a walk in this park because it's so beautiful, and we never get tired of coming here. Yeah, check this place out. God, I'm looking too high now. Bit of trumpet music on now. Some, yeah, it's a nice place. And you just hear the water fountains right here. And the roses, and must be a ton of work to keep this park up. I mean, in winter time, you can come here in winter and they've actually got ice skating here. And I'm not sure from the couple of times that I've been here if it was the largest ice rink in Russia, they kind of set it up over a couple of different areas. So yeah, thanks to anyone who's watching live. If anyone, I can't see thumbs up with this application either. So I'm using an app that's sort of feeding the video into YouTube. So yeah, so they've built, so I can't see the thumbs up, I can see the comments. So I am trying this for the first time. The last time I did it in Gorky Park, it wasn't quite as good, let's say. So yeah, now I'm walking right into the sun. I wanted to kind of show this Ferris wheel because they've partly opened all of the bit on this side now. So it's probably, I'm walking directly into the sun here. So we'll just sort of walk up here a little bit. Oh my gosh, I'm actually putting my hand over my own eyes, it's so bright. There's a small bit of controversy about this wheel, because especially if you live in the apartments right behind it, because it's kind of built off to the side of the park, which was an existing kind of small outdoor theme park that used to be here. But everybody's upset who've got their apartments almost right behind it, because it's casting shadows over their building. And then their view's a little bit inhibited, I guess, or blocked. I guess I'm putting that so politely. They've also got, they've actually opened this, but I guess, can you walk here or not? I'm not planning to, because, oh look, they're testing the ride here. So I don't think this is open, but they're testing it. They've got this, I don't know what you'd call it. It's obviously you can't go here, but we're gonna, yeah, there's a big circle thing right here, which is kind of a sky ride, or a, what do you call that, a cable car that connects the park. And then, can you see just there? Oh, just there. Can anybody see that? There's a ride. I'm pretty sure it's like you can't walk here. They don't really have anything blocking you from walking here, apart from some guys doing some work on the pavement. But there's a ride just going up the little hill and down. I guess they're doing the weight testing of it. Here it goes. Let's see how high it goes up there now. You guys can see that? Yeah, we're right in the direction of the Ferris wheel here, so I'm sorry everybody. If I walk back now, it's kind of a road here, but there's no people, no cars on it, so everybody's waiting for this Ferris wheel to open. It's going to be in, I don't know, next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's opening soon, and I think they desperately wanted to open it for the end of summer. So, oh, no more chat. So yeah, if anyone's chatting, please, I guess you're all watching and not chatting, so that's fine. Unless the chat's frozen, I don't know, I don't think so. Oh, Never Ending Story's playing. Never Ending Story. It's a bit of a classic 80s song, isn't it? And then they've got some nice, actually the shade's gone in now, or the sun's gone in. There's a nice little kind of metal frame gazebo there with climbing plants on it. Never Ending Story. Never Ending Story. Well, no one's mentioned anything in the chat now. So yeah, welcome to everybody watching live or new comments. What's going on? Oh, we're here enjoying Moscow. Sorry, yes. Maybe I should not even talk and just do one of those sort of, what do you call them, like faceless sort of walking videos. Some people actually record these and don't talk, and there's actually whole channels dedicated just to walking videos, if that makes sense. Just showing people. Yeah, so people, there's a massive amount of these scooters at the entrance of the park that you can rent. Yeah, here's another view of the park on the map here. So where did we walk? So where we've walked, oh, we're just down here actually. Yeah, so this is the new multi-purpose complex, they're calling it, with the wheel. And then it's going to have the southern cable car stations, yes. Oh, that's a huge cable car. Holy smoke, it's around the whole park, if that's right. This green line here. So, yeah, check out the building right here. Wow, with that gold, huge gold kind of, what is it, like a statue on the top? I don't know what they call that. Oh, sorry. No worries. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of just a nice day. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's pretty much virtually no wind. So everything's in favor of coming for a walk in the park. Yeah, there we go. I think, I mean, obviously there's going to be virtually no tourism here, but everybody that we'll see walking will be definitely Muscovites enjoying these last few days of summer. And there may be some people visiting from other cities, but lots of teenagers here. Yeah, it's, I think again, it's hard to kind of grasp the size of these buildings because they're just huge, huge, huge buildings. Is this a Disney park, something like this? No, it's not. It's that Ferris wheel and that one ride, they've just built that in the last, well, I guess year or 2 years. I don't know how long they've been building it for now. There was a very old Russian-style outdoor theme park. It was basically where you just pay per ride. It wasn't a park at its, you know, turnstile kind of park. They got rid of it because it was all basically just so old and 80s, 90s kind of rides. So it's all gone completely, and they've just remodeled it. And they've built a kind of a, like a food hall court at the bottom of the Ferris wheel. So yeah, definitely not a Disney-style park. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like a huge park here with a lot of buildings, a lot of statues. And it's very wide and very open, and there's the guys there replacing a few tiles on the side of the building. Imagine the upkeep here is crazy. We used to go just to take photos in wintertime, yes, but I don't remember the buildings were being used for anything in the mid-90s. Yeah, so just up ahead of us here, when we get past the big water fountain, we'll see some of the different buildings from each of the regions of the Soviet Union, essentially. Sorry, I'm just moving in my bag here. So there's a little food stand right here. It's just got cakes and danishes and coffee and a few cool drinks. So yeah, so you always, when you come here, there's always a ton of people leaving. There's always a ton of people coming. So it's just always full of people here. It's short of coming in absolute winter time. There's always going to be thousands of people in this park when we walk around. I remember when it used to be in former USSR. I wonder what it used to be after. I remember when it was in former USSR. I wonder what it is used for after that. I guess this place right here, I don't know. I've never seen the doors open. I've never seen, I've been here a lot to this park. I've never seen anyone coming and going in there. So I really don't know, to be very honest, what they do with that particular building. The different Soviet buildings that represent the different former Soviet Union states. Some of them have exhibitions, some of them have shops in there, some of them have cafes. Depending on which one and what's going on. There are museums, exhibitions, libraries, lectures, restaurants, even an oceanarium. Yes, the Mosquarium. We'll see that kind of at the very end or the back of the park. The big Mosquarium is what I call it. It's a huge aquarium. I guess you're all Googling VDNHh now to see what's here, because there's a lot more than what I'm probably explaining. Everybody loves these scooters. I've never actually been on one ever. All the years I've lived here, I've never been on one. And every one I tell my friends here they haven't, they're always in shock, like, what? You've never been on one? How come? So yeah, what we'll do is we'll kind of do a bit of a lap around these different buildings, and then we'll walk to the back where there's a couple of, there's a kind of a space shuttle, a Busan, and then there's a couple of aeroplanes and a rocket kind of down there, just a rocket and a space shuttle, you know. As we walk past everyone. Yes, RQC, yeah, thanks for letting everybody know all the bits that I'm failing to explain properly. Little candy stand here, some drinks and hot dogs, some corn. Wow, 200 rubles for corn. Now, just to give you an idea, so 200 rubles is what, $3.50 US for a stick of corn. Do you call it an ear of corn? You get corn on a stick, basically. It's boiled corn on a stick with some salt and some butter. Just to give you an idea, so where I live in Aprelivka, in my town, when you go to the train station, there's a guy selling it for 70 rubles. So yeah, a lot of places you'll find it's 100 rubles, so they don't have to give you change back because it's a 100 ruble note. Yes, now check out this water fountain. Now this thing is very, very, very cool. Actually, this whole kind of central part of the park here. Yeah, it's very, very spectacular. I don't know. When I make these kind of videos, as I'm talking about them, I'm kind of in awe of them. Someone's actually flying a drone right over the park, over the water fountain there. Let's come down some steps here. Yeah, this is a fountain and a half, let me tell you. It's, I forgot the actual, I wish I could tell you the name. I should have looked at the sign somewhere. But it's the ladies here. There's the sisters, I guess they are, I think they were. Like these Russian ladies, they're all like these gold statues. There's a guy in a scooter goes by, but he rings his bell. There's some of these girls dressed up here. I don't know what they call this when they dress up like this. Hello, здравствуйте. And you get people dipping their feet in the water. Actually, they want to take a photo of themselves. Здравствуйте. Going for a swim? At the swim? Yeah, look, he's taking his shoes off. We have Olympic swimmer here, just finished his swim. Yeah, you're really not allowed in these ponds and lakes, but everybody dips their feet in just to cool down a little bit from the warm weather. Today's about, I don't know how the sound is coming because the water fountain is incredibly loud, by the way. Yeah, today's about 26, 27 Celsius. Probably feels a bit cooler than that now we're here by the water. But It's very loud, the water fountain. I wonder if McDonald's was open. This lady's got a balloon from Kuzna Itochka right there. So it must have been open. There you go. There's the announcement to get out of the water. They're all clamoring to get out of the water now. So yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of looking and talking and walking all at the same time. Yeah, check out this. I've got the sun right on my back now, so check that out. As I can't see the comments now because it's so bright. This lady's got a candy apple right there. Wow. Yeah, I wish I remember the name of this statue though. It's like the statue of the 15 ladies or something like that, I think it's called, or statue of the 12 ladies. Everybody's trying to get a photo. And check out there's some fish here, some sturgeon I think they are, squirting the water out. Everybody happy. I think it's hard to come to this park and not be happy, you know what I mean, and not smile and not, you know, kind of just soak up coming to see the place. And have a look at that. That's your thumbnail right there. Check that out. And so we look back on the other building that we went past. So we keep walking. Yeah, very, very beautiful spot to stop here. Let me see if I can get in the shade and just, and now I'm sitting right in the sun here now, so I can't quite read the comments. Caramel apples, yes. I think it was maybe caramel apple or like a strawberry. It was like a reddish kind of color. I'm not actually sure, but looked good though, whatever it was that they got. Cosplay. Yeah, cosplay, that's right. It's cosplay. That's what they are. Those, I guess teenagers, I guess they would have been. They were fairly young. There's actually, you see them a lot in Moscow, and they like to come to parks and meet up and in the center of Moscow and walk around together. It's very much a thing here. I mean, I honestly, sorry guys, but I think it's a bit weird, but look, everyone's got their own thing going on and you know what they're doing. There we go. We'll get this guy taking a nice video as well, I think. Pretty cool photo that he's got right there. If anyone wants to get like a desktop wallpaper, that's your photo right there. He's got the exact spot with the lighting. Some nice ladies enjoying. Someone going swimming. Maybe they're just washing their hands. I wonder how they made like an announcement about get out of the water, and I wonder if they've got CCTV around the this water fountain. Another photographer here doing some photos. There we go. So yeah, it's quite loud, the actual, I'm not sure how the sensitivity of the microphone is. Again, because I'm not used this app before, I'm not sure of how sensitive the microphone is. But the water fountain is, I guess if you're having a chat here, it's a little bit, you have to really talk over each other to how bright it is. We'll have a look at that. I hope it's as spectacular as I'm making it out. I've been here a lot myself. My wife, I wish she would have come for a walk today, but she did have an appointment here, so we're walking right into the sun again now. So we'll just get past this next lot of steps here. And I wish she would have come for a walk today, but she did have a doctor's appointment that she had to go to. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll kind of make our way around these different buildings and check these out. Someone getting their photo taken. Again, right there. It's like it really is a thing to come here and just take photos of the buildings, especially if you get the right light in the right direction. You know, it's not very hard to get a great photograph. And you can see the other building behind now. So, take dizzy pills if you need them as I spin around. And once we get up ahead here to these buildings, because it's late in the afternoon, it's not ideal for making videos because of the sun. It's kind of just obviously coming from one direction, obviously. So, this poor guy here just walking ahead of us, he's got one crutch. He's obviously had maybe a leg injury or a crash or something, but he's sort of motoring on there. He's a couple of kids running behind him. And it's not an ideal place to come and walk around if you've got a bit of an injury like that, but you soldier on, right, as they say. So, yeah, I hope it's not too... We're almost in the shade and out the sun here. Sorry, everyone. It's always they call it, when you're filming towards sunset, they call it the golden hour, which is kind of that colored lighting that's ideal for shooting, but you obviously need the sun in the right direction. You know, so if you don't have that, there we go, this might look a little bit brighter now. So now we'll have to look at the signs so we know which building is which here, so that we don't get them mixed up. So each one of these represents a different former Soviet state or CIS country now, I guess. And you'll find a lot of people take a lot of pride in this, to take a photo. Oop, someone nearly just fell down the step. In front of the building that represents where they're from in the former Soviet Union. Lots and lots of school groups. I guess they're all meeting up before they go back to school in a few days' time. I think it's very neat that you kind of get the kids coming out and coming to walk in the parks. Oh, so this is Kazakhstan, this first one. It's a bit hard to kind of tell you how big these sort of buildings are there. Oh, and the sign's right in the way there. There's a bit of a little history about it here. Pavilion of the Kazakhs. Exhibition of the Trade Center of the Republic of Kazakhstan. So, pavilion's main facade is triple bay arched. The deep arch above the entrance is accentuated with columns which are topped by statues of the steel workers. Oh, there you go. A couple of steel workers up on the roof right here. It's got a ton of mosaics on it as well. Like really got a ton. There's a bit of a thing when you come here. Well, I think there's a thing. Just sort of look at the chat here. Comic-Con anime would be such an awesome event maybe one day. Yeah, these Comic-Cons, yeah, they have them. I just need to catch kind of when they do those sort of conventions as we just walk in and out of the shade here to the next building. Yeah, to see these Comic-Cons or this cosplay events and the like. All the Victorian architecture, yes. Yeah, everyone who's been here loves this place. They wouldn't have to care in the world. Must be nice, yes. Yeah, so yeah, Russian society is healthy. Well, let's scroll past a little bit fast, sorry. Healthy, calm, safe and free, but if you listen to the narrative of the US regime, people think a lot of things are bad, yes. Right, then you walk in the park here and you wouldn't think anything of anything. You know, you just come for a walk and enjoy where you are. Kazakhstan, I love that one, yes. We took a tour with Sergey of this beautiful park. Yes. Yeah, each building, there is actually kind of a long write-up about them that just explains the main features of the architecture. So it points out like I guess this is more like a ceramic or a concrete kind of statues on the side of the building, and then you know what the two different people represent up there. And we come to this next one, and it looks just very square and oblong-like. I'm not sure. We'll have to look at what sign this one is for which country. But yeah, there's a lot of marble and tiles here. So check this out. So this is a school group doing a little excursion here, and they put them in high vis so that if they go wandering, they know where they all belong. So this will be probably one of the schools doing a kind of an excursion to one of the museums, probably. Sorry, I just had to show that because it was interesting. There's young kids coming out together here. How nice. They wouldn't be 12 or 13. They've come for a bit of a date in the park. Kind of love that idea. You know, they've still got their phones in their hand, but you know, there is a bit of a positive to it. Yeah. That's a relief on the side. I can't hear anything. Oh, there's no volume. Testing. Testing, testing. I can't hear anything. Do you have a phone in your hand? No, I've got nothing in my hand. Nothing in my hand at all. I should. Is the volume not coming through? So, as I go right back into the sun again. Loud and clear. Oh, thank you. Farrell. Yeah, no phone in my hand today. I was just pointing out the couple of young kids that were walking by there with phones. Yeah, this is the next one right here. And we'll have a look at the sign of which building it is. I should really know this without looking, but it's not everybody's meant to know, I don't think. So Kazakhstan, I was just sort of looking here, Museum of the Oriental Arts. And that's Azerbaijan. So the next one is Azerbaijan. Now do keep swapping hands so it's nice and comfortable. Yeah, love the blue, yes. Yeah, check that out. It's not showing up as well as it could. I kind of always feel a bit disappointed when I make these videos because I just hope that the video comes across nice and clear. Yeah, Museum of the Oriental Arts. Oh, it was Armenia before that. So, Pavilion of Armenia Soviet Socialist Republic. Showcase the wealth and diversity of Armenian landscape. As well as the mastership of Armenian craftsmen. The pavilion would later be dedicated to the food industry and then to the Soviet achievements in medicine. This is one of the few surviving VDNHh pavilions from 1939. The raised entryway is decorated by 3 naves. The inside of the building boasts smooth coated arches flanked by clusters of thin columns and gold finished cast aluminum window sashes. The metallic images of grapes and peaches stretch all along to the floor. Oh, sorry, I think that's this building. Yeah, you can see on the arches here, the grapes. Well, you can just see them. There we go. Oh, sorry, Galaxy, yes. I do just always feel like I want to get a nice video and a nice picture and a nice sound. So I don't want to just put out any kind of videos, you know what I mean? I know that sounds a little bit all over the place, but yeah, have a look at this now. Yeah, I guess the music playing is a bit of a I guess it's a pre-recorded radio station, it sounds like. You have a look at the mosaics in this place. Wow. There's some flowers, and there's plenty of ladies gathered outside here. More grapes. What if that's got the one with the grapes? Oh, thank you, Galaxy. I like your upbeat attitude. Thank you, yes. It's time to go back and study history again with what really happened. Yeah, I guess that's for me, or is that for everyone else? Oh, so this next building is Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan. So yeah, the one before that was Armenia. Exhibition and Trade Center of the Republic of Azerbaijan. As the signs are always right where the signs are there. The various achievements of Azerbaijan encompassing everything from animal farming to culture to household amenities. Years later, the pavilion shifted focus to the latest developments in Soviet computer technology. That's kind of interesting. The pavilion exemplifies Stalinist eclecticism. 16-meter portico decorates the main entrance with curved cornices in a colorful majolica ornament design. Stained glass ornaments in the windows of the facade are framed with shabaka, dedicated walnut lattice similar to the ones Azeri folk craftsmen assemble from tiny components without the use of nails or glue. Jeez. So yeah. So the whole point really, apart from me reading all that, is the fact that they've kind of built them to symbolize each of these Soviet, former Soviet states. It is pretty cool, I must admit. But that's just me. I think everything's cool. We don't have a park anywhere close to this size in Perth, in Australia, where I'm from. Not even close. It's This next one's under construction here, or remodeling. This thing has some serious, I guess you'd call these kind of concrete carved, I guess they're carved, are they? Like, got these guys in one of the former wars, I guess, maybe the Great Patriotic War. I think, yeah, 1918, yeah, the guy's holding a shield there. Yeah, 1918, 1948. Wow, it's got some stained glass on it right there. We'll walk up to the sign so we can get an idea of where we are. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll lap around this next section and come back to the exit. And we'll have had a nice kind of live stream, I think. There's a few of you guys watching, so thank you. But I'm sure some people have come and gone and left. And so, take a 2-month backpack around Russia using mostly the train system. That's interesting. Do they approach you, or do they get any negative reaction when I'm speaking English? No, you get a few people just turning heads. I think that's the best way I'd sort of say it. Museum of the Russian Olympic Movement. Oh, huh. Museum of the Olympic Movement. That's interesting. Radio Electronics and Telecommunication Museum before that. Was housing the Volga region exhibition. Only lasted a few years. The aluminium plating, which had, oh, so they've redeveloped it. It was removed in 2014. The original design of the building was inspired by the heroism of Soviet soldiers in defeating the Nazi German war machine and the post-war revival of agriculture. Sengov's map of the Volga region was located above the entrance, which indicated windbreak fields, the Volga-Don Canal, and the Saratov-Moscow gas pipeline. Well, there you go. That makes a lot of sense when you look at it. Yeah, you can see Moscow there. They've got different cities marked on the stained glass, and the pipeline, and the different sort of fields. Yeah. That's, in real life, it's a lot more spectacular, I think, than the video kind of portrays. Just the amount of work in the carvings. Well, greetings from Spain, thank you. Yeah, incredible park. Please show us huge flowers. Oh, please show us huge fountain, it's near. Oh, the flower fountain, yes, it's just on my right here. Yes, I really want to do the walk that way and then that way, but we'll divert to the flower fountain here, because it is kind of spectacular. Well, I think it's spectacular, but here's the next building, by the way. We'll actually try to walk by that in a second, but we'll check out the flower fountain. I think it's like a wheat sheath again. It's a big emphasis on the wheat and the farming in Russia. And there's a lot of that dedicated here in this park. As the golf buggy goes by. This guy helps you out if you're struggling. Sorry, again, I'm just not able to sort of see the chat as well as I'd like. My roommate was from the east of Russia. He stayed with me 3 years and talked a lot between the differences, positive and negatives, yeah. Opera dancer. Opera has dancers. Now check this out. These people go by on their scooters. And there's a nice devushka here, or a young lady. Devushka is getting her photo taken, hopefully by her husband or partner here. Actually, it's a pretty cool photo right there. Hopefully he sees me holding the camera lower and he takes that photo as well. So yeah, you can see the look back down here. Here's the same guy with his camera coming towards me we just saw earlier. He's coming to take some videos as well. Somebody's taking a photo with a bear at the park. Maybe they do like different photos where they travel. And they've got like traveling bears, I guess. Everybody wants their photo with the fountain behind. And these roses. Yeah, I guess it's really kind of frowned upon taking photos on these sides, but everyone does it, so no worries. And look at the fish right here. These are big sturgeons. Again, right over here. Yeah, you're welcome, RQC. Yes. Yeah, I love the grace and femininity of Russian women. Yes. Totally agree with you. They're even when you walk in the park here, you know, people are very, very nicely dressed. There's nobody wearing anything that's provocative and, you know, short skirts, short tops or anything like that. People really nicely dressed. Oh, I think this guy, he's wearing the hat here from the TV station, which is Russia 1, I think. I think it's Russia 1. And I think he's doing some B-roll for the TV station. So he's the same exact guy that we just saw. He's walked down to the next water fountain and taking the same shots that I'm doing. Yeah, it's that last comment about the ladies, I completely agree with you. They're, you know, they're very astute. They're it's very nice ladies. Got to be careful what I say when I say it in English. They may understand English and wonder what I'm talking about. Again, this water fountain's very loud here because the amount of water in it, right? There's another guy here with the gimbal, just walking around doing some video. Right here next to me. Let's see to follow him. We've got the same microphone. How would you be? He's got the exact same microphone on the top of my camera than what I have. Or maybe it's this guy that tells you to get out of the water. When people decide to put their feet in the water, he's got the little bullhorn in his hand. He doesn't look quite like the security you would expect to see. These are kind of the gardeners and the general guys here. You see the next building off behind us here, or in front of us, let's say. Everybody wants this nice photograph. Yeah, there's obviously some sort of TV event going on at some point. There's a kind of a stage here. That sort of stage right there is normally the one where they do like breakfast television, or, you know, like those sort of couch morning TV shows. And they sort of sit there in the morning and they'll do the live from that little studio that they set up. And then they've got these outside broadcast TV trucks right here. Very Russian there. MAN and Mercedes. These TV trucks. I want to see a bit of Soviet architecture. Have a look at this place. Another lady here. I'm your biggest fan from Poland. Oh, thank you, Frag. Thank you. I think I've gone past a lot of chat here because I'm looking. The fountain was built in 1954. Wow. Yeah, we'll actually kind of come back to it because we'll do one lap around. What's my battery at? Okay, I'm just going to check my battery here. Sorry. 68-year-old fountain. Been here in 2010. Great memories of drinking beer in the park. Yeah, some people bring like a little carrier bag of food in and some snacks, and you can buy beer and drinks at these little kiosks. Not a problem. Colors are so vivid. Yeah, I hope it's showing up on the video. I mean, actually the clouds have come over here. The sun's just going behind these clouds over here. Yeah, I was thinking, every day I keep saying it's going to rain the next day, and it hasn't for about 2 weeks. Actually, probably longer. We've not had rain now. Let's see the kids here with their little craft things that they've made. A couple of ladies on their bikes. Yeah, you should go to the new VDNHh. Yes, sorry, I'm scrolling right back in the chat here. Thanks, Russell. Where do you plan to go? To the Oceanarium? No, I'm not. I'm just going for a walk. I don't have a plan of going into any of these buildings. I just thought for the video, we would literally just walk around VDNHh and check out each of the former Soviet buildings here and see if we like any of them more than the other. Look out when you do get rain. It will be a deluge. Yes. Yeah, we need some rain here, honestly. It's, it would have to be about 2 or 3 or more weeks it's not rained, so. Oh, this one is Belarus. Check out that. Pavilion for Belarus. This big kind of arch at the beginning, and then it's kind of got another building behind it with this flowers wrapped around it. Check that out. Built in 1954. Exhibition and Trade Center of the Republic of Belarus. Inside the pavilion, visitors can find a shopping and exhibition space. Sorry, it's okay, no worries. No worries. Eat your fairy floss. Candy floss?
No, understand.
Fairy floss. This one, at the cotton. So, yeah. The lady said that they don't understand. It's always amazing how much people suddenly speak English when they say they don't understand English. So yeah, former Republic of Belarus, I guess it was. C5 was building wings. My last job, but then stopped building. You got me up at 6 AM, Russell. Oh, Easel Cat, how's it going? Oh, we didn't go underneath. Oh no, they spoiled it. Let's swing around. They're all holding hands walking out of the park and I didn't get to go underneath. I guess they missed the funny side of that. As we follow some more. Now this one here has been under construction for, I'd say, at least the last year or 2 years, maybe longer. Right here on the left, this huge glass building. And I'm curious what it will be once it opens. It's a big, big, big place. And we want to get down here to see this rocket. By the way, last night after the live stream that I did, I watched the end of Top Gun Maverick. So I don't know if anyone's seen Top Gun Maverick. What do they think of the movie? I kind of think in a bit of a way. I mean, the fighter pilot part, the plane flying, the fact that all the actors were flying in the planes was just insane. I mean, it was a little bit cheesy if you've seen the original one. I think if you haven't seen the first Top Gun, and then you watch the next one, you'd be a little bit sort of, it's got a lot of remakes of the original one. So, now what I definitely recommend if you do want to come to VDNHh is don't come with your partner or other half, because you're busy looking at all the girls and the girls looking at the guys as they walk around, you know, because it's, especially at the end of summer here, and coming another month or so, we'll be all in our winter jackets and boots and scarves and everything like that, and we won't recognize each other. There's a bunch of people on bikes go by. Yeah, these are, I would imagine they're replicas, but they're probably not. Knowing Russia, they've probably built 4,000 of these, and this is a spare one. I see one of the corn stands right here. 200 rubles for corn. Come on. But that's corn in the park in VDNHh, so if you really want corn in the park, you come here, you know. Yeah, we want to see this Busan around the corner here. It's just off on the left, a bit further along. There's a nice seated area over here as well, these wooden seats. Yeah, now the sun's kind of trickle behind the clouds. I'm an aircraft mechanic and I don't watch airplane movies. I obviously wanted to go see it in the cinemas here, but it was never shown in Russia because they pulled all of the Western or foreign movies from the cinemas here. So I downloaded it yesterday, literally yesterday, and I finally got to watch it because I'd kind of waited because the original copies of it were very bad quality. So now it's kind of full 1080p quality that you can watch back. So there's another little kind of hot dog stand right here. It's hot dogs and drinks and different things. So kind of like the dog right there. Nice. This is a big open area here, so quite often they've got different events here. Being a Tuesday afternoon today, they don't, but different days when you come here, it looks like they're setting up for a skateboard event over here. Grand Skate Tour. Yes, behind that blue hoardings over there, they're building a huge skate park, or a wooden one, I guess. So let's have a look at these rockets right here. So just looking off to the left here, once we get out of the way of this light pole, that's Ostankino Tower, right off in the distance there. Ostankino is the main television tower in Moscow, which essentially transmits all the TV signal around Russia, I would imagine, and all of the telecommunications through Moscow and Russia to an extent. And it still does have a observation tower on the top there, like a circular observation lookout, like one of the levels of it. But it's been closed now for this whole event since before February. I'm not sure if it actually did ever reopen before, during COVID. I would imagine it was closed during COVID as well. So it's definitely closed now. My friend from New Zealand, we wanted to go there and we realized it wasn't open to the public, so we couldn't go. I should have got a drink. I'm very thirsty now, but it's okay. We're gonna soldier on. We're gonna do exactly the walk that I wanted to do around the whole park. We're gonna check out this kids' play area here with this Soviet Busan, which looks very similar to a NASA space shuttle. It's just ahead of us. I've grabbed a couple of people here who are struggling to walk, I'd say. A plane, yes. A plane. 727 ripoff. Yeah, I'm not sure what model it is. I really want to check out and show you this. There's another one of the big places that are under remodeling here as well. So yeah, these are different museums and expositions that they're constantly basically redoing and remodeling. And the thing is, they don't sort of do these small little 5-minute remodelings here. It's kind of usually takes a year or two to kind of complete them in a lot of cases. So yeah, we'll just check out this. Well, they're power washing the path right next to me here as well. We'll get up to this kids' play area and check out this Busan. Now, obviously, if you're not from Russia, and this looks a little bit familiar, it should look very, very, very similar to maybe Atlantis or Challenger or one of those different NASA space rockets or shuttles. Now it's essentially a playground. And where we came in at the very beginning, I just vaguely pointed out, but there is a huge cosmonautics museum that you can go to here. So I've been to it twice. I think I've been once on my own. I went once with a friend, second time. So I'm walking a little bit faster now, so hopefully it's okay. But it's a bit, oh, if they didn't have the playground equipment here, we could see this Busan a lot clearer. Got the original colors there. There's the USSR flag on it as well. It's quite a structure. There's the kids. You guys remember these when you were younger, these steel slides and how hot they got? And they've got them everywhere in Moscow. It's very normal in the playgrounds. Check this out. And I think it's a kind of an education center. There never seems to be people here. I'd imagine you've got to make bookings or come in groups, and probably schools come here to this. But it does look awfully familiar, doesn't it? If anyone's definitely seen the NASA program, it would make complete sense what it looks like. Look at that, now we've got the sun behind us now. As this gentleman tucks into a nice piece of corn. Oh, now every time I see corn, I want corn now. Yeah, I think just looking at what this place might be, it might become some sort of either a museum or something to do with motor cars and things like that. This one's been covered up for quite a lot of months that I've been coming here. They have a habit of putting these like big cloths around the buildings so you don't see the kind of ugly exterior when they're doing the remodeling. You can do the rental cars here for the kids, the little electric cars. Oh, the space shuttle ripoff, yes, the Busan. Yeah, I think if anyone watches Bold and Bankrupt, That was where he went to in Kazakhstan, to the cosmodrome there, Baikonur. He went to go see a couple of them in the hangar. There's a couple of them that are kind of rusting away in a hangar. And that's where he went to. Boldenbroek got arrested looking at the two. Yeah, sorry, I didn't read that part right after. Looking at the two abandoned ones. Yes, yes. He got detained. I don't think the word arrested. Detained. Very interesting when that happened, because on social media there was his passport screenshot, his visa screenshot, you know, to prove that it was him. You know, there's all these things that are kind of meant to be private and not revealed end up on social media. So you could, you know, definitely know that it was definitely him. I was just hoping that on one of these maps it tells you the names of the planes. Oh, Yak 42, yes. Thank you. Oh, I saw the space shuttle on the back of a 747 in 1979. Wow, Galaxy. Yeah, I've seen photos of that. Obviously, I'm not old enough. I'm too young to. I'm not to know. I've seen photos of that, and it's just amazing how they piggyback them. Because when they weren't able to land them in Florida, right? So they'd land them somewhere else, and then fly them to and from California and back to Florida and stuff like that. Yeah, they play that stuff up big time. Let's go to the Coles Ear Spike Fountain, if you know where it is. The Colossus Ear Spike Fountain. Is that the one that's in the gardens? Oh, is it Lambert Field in in St. Louis? I thought it was a year that you wrote there. St. Louis in Lambert Field. Wow. There you go, Yak 42. Yeah, it's got 42 written on the side, so that would have to be it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cable in now, because I'm at 23% battery. And hopefully, oh, I've not got it plugged in, have I? I did try to prepare this ahead of time. Literally, I did. There we go. Is it charging now? Oh, it was, sorry. There we go. Now we've got a bit of power back. There's different times you can come here in the day, and obviously with the sun the way it is, and I'll talk about this again one more time, but you get different views and perspectives of this place walking around. Yeah, the whole thing with Bald, yeah, they played it up a lot. You know, he got arrested, he got detained. You know, I would imagine, you know, the way he kind of portrayed it at the end of his video there, that he got detained by whoever the local security was at the place. I would imagine I think he even said he only paid $50 as a fine. I imagine it might have been more or less, who knows? I mean, I would imagine he carries cash with him wherever he goes in case something does ever happen and if ever is a need to pay cash. You can kind of just walk here and just do people spotting. I kind of definitely like it for coming to this place for that. Oh yeah, there's a sign here. I wonder if it tells you the names of these. It's okay. Can you read?
You're welcome. Where are you from?
Australia.
Wow.
Oh.
You were from US?
No, Australia.
I was not checking your accent.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's not as strong as it could be.
No.
So, yeah, I was hoping. Does it say the names of them right there? I don't know where I am on the map now. Oh, over here. It doesn't say the names of the different aeroplanes. There's a helicopter here though. M6, M8. It says, does it have it in English? No, it's all in Russian, of course. That's a bit of a shame. And have a look at that thing. Ready to go. I wonder if somebody's got a button somewhere they can just press it and launch it. And off it goes. Or is it definitely a replica? What do you think? It's definitely impressive. Wow. It's not small either, by the way. It probably looks small on camera, but in real life, that thing is absolutely silly how big it is. Silly. It's very big. So yeah, whenever I'm walking around speaking in English, it's automatically perceived that I'm American. And I'm unfortunately, sorry for everyone who's American out there, but I'm very fast to point out that I'm Australian. Or at least correct the fact that I'm not from the US. I don't think I've even had a super chat today, unless they don't show up on the screen. So, yeah, the takeoff angle. Are you talking about the rocket here? Yeah, I mean, that's the launch. I don't know what you call it, the launch pad. I don't know what they call that. Yeah, there's a couple of different museums here. This one looks like it's under remodeling as well. They got the doors covered in plastic there and repainting. And then the one over here, I think, is maybe one of the space museums or another one of the space museums here. You know what a helicopter is? It's an upside down lawnmower. Thanks. A beautiful museum in Seattle, in Boeing Field. Must see if you ever go to Seattle, yes. Thanks for the info, Galaxy. I didn't know that. Go stay under the rocket. You can't quite get under there because there's a big water fountain. Kind of right where it is. Oh, you can kind of stand under it. I was thinking you couldn't quite. Yeah, this is, I think, is it this one that's the car museum or is it the next one? Or maybe the other one used to be. I think it was that one. Was the car museum. And this one's the space museum here. If I'm mistaken or not. Let's see what the sign says. I guess it's probably easier. Yeah, Space and Aviation Center. Yes, I was right. Federal Culture of Heritage Sites. It's one of the most vibrant and grandiose buildings at VDNHh, exemplifying both the finest pre-war engineering and the pre-war engineering techniques and the monumental grandeur of post-war architecture. In 1939, the pavilion was a hangar that displayed farm machinery. It was later reconstructed and given a more modern appearance. Sweeping restoration works returned to the pavilion in 1954. All of the original decor was restored, including decorative features that had remained hidden. The Cosmonauts and Aviation Center, Russia's largest space museum, opened in the pavilion in 2018. Well, that's interesting. Actually, I've never read that particular sign, so it does look pretty big. Yeah, the one at the entrance where you come out of the metro is all underground, that museum, and that one, that museum is more dedicated to all space exploration, so not just Russian space exploration. So there's displays about the American space, about NASA, I guess, and Japanese and Chinese and all the different space agents around the world. And it's dedicated to space exploration in general. Whereas this one obviously is dedicated to the Soviet side of it all. Actually, it's very hard to get. I mean, I've got a wide angle lens on from the phone here, and it's still hard to get it into shot. We might just walk down this way. Oh, you're getting dizzy, sorry. I tried to educate the public, thanks. In all seriousness though, what do you guys think would happen about, okay, so, oh, Artemis has launched, yeah, wasn't it cancelled last night? I saw it was live streaming on YouTube, I guess the launch, but then they cancelled. I guess it was an hour countdown when I was watching it. It's to have a human on the moon by 2025. Hexel in Kent, Washington. I worked on the Boeing airplanes, gunman, Airbus, and military helicopters. Wow. Yeah, we'll walk around the back of this building. This is the Aurus here. Check out the Aurus car here. This is the very famous Russian Rolls Royce, if you like. Actually, is this made of wood or? I think everybody touches it, don't they? Yeah, it's made of wood. Well, that's cool. Well, kind of cool. This is the limousine version as well, the stretch Aurus. So this is the car that Mr. Putin uses himself. Yeah, back here where we're going to walk, there is actually a horse riding stadium. Horse riding stadium, is that what they call them? And there's normally, okay, now that it's Tuesday midweek, it probably won't be nearly as busy here. But very typically back here, this is where they've got some of the food halls back here. And this place is normally absolutely packed. But today, it's not packed. And it's very peaceful and quiet back here. Kind of the opposite if you come here on a Saturday or Sunday. These little restaurants right here. There's a guy here doing the shashlik. Let's see if we can see this. Yeah, Restro Market. So if you come here on Saturday or Sunday, you'd be almost fighting people off to get food. But you come today, and there is virtually nobody. Check out this shashlik right here. Hopefully we can see that. Oh, have a look. Shashlik. Oh, and vegetables. Oh, очень вкусно. Thank you. Very nice shashlik. So yeah, you can get barbecued or shush kebab, I guess, depending on how you want to pronounce what it is. Go check out the size of those mushrooms. These are like huge mushrooms. Yeah, so sorry, I'm just going to spin around here. They've got a little horse event going on down here. We might catch a couple of horses. Yeah, so these are all open. But there's nobody here. But if you were here Saturday, Sunday, they'd be 10, 20 deep at every one of these little stands here. But the fact that it's midweek, it's much, much quieter. So again, thanks everyone who's watching. Again, I can't see the thumbs ups, so I imagine there's some likes or thumbs ups on the video, but I can't make them out here. This one has hot dogs and ice creams. Oh my God, like gourmet hot dogs. Oh yeah, there's a horse riding event. Horse riding? I think I've got the words wrong what it's called, but more hot dogs. 300 rubles, 320. So it's about $5. There's curly hot dogs, and tea and coffee. Mexican dog, look at that, in English. It's the only words in English on the whole signage. I wonder if we can just walk up there. Oh, it looks like we can't. Or maybe we can. Can we? You guys want to see the horses for a second? Hopefully. Oh, I think you can just come and go as you please, I think. Yeah, so just walk up here for a second or two and check this out. Don't want to. Oh, they've got like a parade of horses. Look at that. Oh, there's even people in the grandstand here. And all these horses parading, is that what you'd call it? I'm pretty sure these may be, there's a kind of a military tattoo in the middle of Moscow in Red Square at the moment. And I think that some of these horses are from the military tattoo that they're doing. Oop, got a bit of traffic. Everyone can pass, I think. So I'm fairly certain that these are those. Just going to hold on to the handrail here. So we testing. Yep, we're all good. If anyone has come out here, it's very warm today. Look, for me it's not warm. 26, 27 is not warm. But I tell you, for Russians, this is a warm day. So if you've come out for a few hours here, you'd be feeling the heat by about now, I think. I mean, in Australia, 37's warm, not 27. So in terms of Celsius, I'll just look in the shade for a second here. The valve failed. Oh, okay, so this is about the launch. I have about 60 quarter horses across the street, love them. They gave birth, pokey-legged, irate things. I had a racehorse in Seattle, which only won one race. Yeah, my sister's son in Australia has shares in a horse race at the moment. And I think it won, did it win recently or got second, my mum told me. Yeah, so they do events here from time to time. I've never seen any events on this middle ground here whenever I've come here. So there's a few people enjoying the snacks, but It's actually probably the best time to come possibly. Oh, they've got donuts right there, ponchik. The donuts. I wonder if that's Italian pizza that they're displaying on that one. It's interesting how they kind of put Western themes on the food here, obviously, right? I mean, pizza's definitely not Russian. Yeah, the only thing with this new microphone that I'm using, even if I'm like breathing a little heavily, I think it picks up everything when I'm talking. So it's very nice, this back part here, especially if you walk the whole park and then you know that the food's right at the back here. Definitely have Pepsi in Russia. Everybody who's wondering, is there Coke and Pepsi? Definitely available. I imagine these guys probably have an agreement that they're selling Pepsi products over Coca-Cola, I'd say. And they've even got Tahoon there, so they've got the ice cold drinks, which is more the kind of Russian compote. And here's actually the indoor food market here. So being that it's late Tuesday evening now, it's much quieter. So let's go back to that rocket and stand underneath it, as someone pointed out, shall we? It's a very big, I'm really looking into the sun. Oops, sorry. There's a very big statue of a racehorse right here. Yeah, no bicycling and no scooters. What are they doing? Riding their bike straight up the path. But I think it's okay when it's a bit quieter here. I didn't know about this place in VDNHh. Yeah, interesting. Oh, hello Gary, how's it going? Yeah, I didn't even let myself know I was going to do this, because my wife went to the back doctor today, and my friend said there was a horse event going on, and it's really not too much happening, which is what we just saw just now, a few minutes ago. So in WA state, lots of people had horses and boats. Yes. Oh, in Washington state. Sorry, yeah, Gary, I didn't even let myself know I was going to do this. I just sort of got here, literally just switched the camera on, and literally just started recording. This is actually a new a new app that I'm using just to do the live stream, just to see if it's better quality and better sound. So as we walk back to this big rocket just up ahead of us here. Now it's nice and shaded here. Tekavi. Ask people, where is Colossus? A quick WhatsApp does the trick. Sorry, yes, Gary. Yeah, literally I got here and turned the camera on. So, yeah, I was thinking the horse event was a little bit more than what it was, but it's not really. That makes sense. So thanks everybody who's watching live. Again, if there is thumbs up, thank you. It doesn't show them on this chat. It doesn't really show me any kind of status using this application. I really kind of wanted to see more if this is better than the other one that I was using that wasn't as good. Whatever it is, it's a Model 27. This one. When will you see Constantine again? I didn't chat to him for a couple of days. Oh no, this morning I did. But I didn't ask where he was or what he was doing. Obviously last night on his live stream he was at home in Rostov, so I would imagine in the next few days he'd be coming back to Moscow, or his wife and kids would be to go back to school. So C27? Or is it an M27, I wonder which model of this it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I ever remember right, I don't think this little walkway here was before here. I don't know, I mean, maybe it was, and I don't remember it, but sorry everybody, just a little bit of quiet. Hopefully you're enjoying the views as much as me not chatting. You can see a Stankina tower there off in the back. It's actually, when you get a bit, it's quite a few kilometers away from here. When you get closer to it, it's just, I guess it's kind of like the Space Needle, I guess, or there's CN Tower, or there's one in New Zealand, there's one in Sydney. It's a lot bigger when you're near it than when you're standing this far away from it. So, some more girls and guys here. Everybody on their phones again. Okay, now I can understand standing under this. Oh, SU27, thanks. Kwinana in the house, Longmint. Oh, I was living in Rockingham by the foreshore while I was at home last year. And we, pretty much for me to go to work, I was working in Cannington. So I had to drive Patterson Road, then up Thomas Road to get on the freeway. And that was pretty much, if I could only work at Kwinana Shopping Centre, it would have been amazing. But no, they sent me to Cannington to Carousel to work every day, so. Guys, please, I don't know. Yeah, so just going back to Constantine, I'll have to ask him if he's coming back to Moscow and we can figure out a time to meet up. Yeah, check that out. Wow. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Well, I think it is. Let me jump out of their photo. So there's nothing worse. You've come here all the way here and someone stands in the back of your picture. Let's have a look again. That's pretty impressive just to stare up at it and stare up to space at the same time. And just wonder what's beyond, right? Actually, it's a bit weird because it's like moving while the clouds are moving. Wow, that's a bit trippy when that's doing that. Yeah, this guy's really trying to get that photo that I was just standing and looking at just now. It's like a pretty hard photo to get. Back a bit further, back a bit further. I have to, sorry, I'm going to turn it this way to, oh, it tells you to, oh, it switches off. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, check that out. Wow. The only time I don't have my phone to take a photo now. Yeah, couldn't believe seeing you in a West Coast shirt. Yes. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a follower of both teams when I'm out of the country, so I kind of wonder how Fremantle's going to go this season. I think obviously even West Coast might struggle next year, not even just this year. And now the sun is gone behind the clouds. Now hopefully I can catch up with Constantine this week or next. We do chat to each other. I mean, literally this morning we were chatting before I left home. I waited for my wife to finish work. She had some clients this morning booked and then her appointment this afternoon. So let's have a look again. Okay, so that kind of structure's in the way, but they're a little bit mile. It's still kind of pretty cool. Final for Freo on Saturday night, yes. Yeah, is it sold out? I imagine the tickets are sold out by now. Yeah, I'll be able to watch that live streaming here, which is very nice. I'll make sure for sure I've kind of got that morning free because of the 5-hour time difference. It'll be kind of just perfect to watch it in the morning and do something in the afternoon then. So, yeah, check this out. Oh, look at that. They do the VR goggles. So they do VR flying. So you sit in there and then you're actually flying the plane sort of thing with the VR goggles on. How cool is that? Oh, 6:10 p.m. here. Oh, that's what time it starts, the match, I think. Have you considered traveling outside Moscow region to make videos? Would be interested to see shopping malls in other cities. My wife wants to go somewhere, and every other day she comes up with another idea of what to do and where to go. So a little bit of what I do is based around her working. So she just had 4 days off this last week now. So and she's back to work over the weekend. We're just chilling out here. Nice. Somebody wants that holding up the rocket photo. I don't want to spoil her photo, we'll rush out of it. I hope it's not too bouncy as well. I'm doing my best to hold this more stable. I think a lot of people are coming for that last walk of summer. I mean, you can come on winter's days here and there's people here. You can come any day of the week and there's people. But, wow, Ripstick, check that out. How many people can ride one of those things without stacking it? And this is a proper skill to ride this thing. It's got basically 2 wheels. It's a 2-wheel skateboard. At best. She's doing crazy to ride that thing. She's absolutely shredding it. And now we'll get a nice view with the sun behind us now. And so now you can see the amount of people here. We kind of just look up a little bit. And this is Tuesday evening. How does Moscow Burger King compare to Hungry Jack's? No bacon deluxe, I imagine. I think I guess it's the whole flame grill thing, I think, is not as flame grilled. I don't think that's the right explanation of it. I've had Burger King a few times here, not as much recently as I've had in the past years. It's probably not as good, I don't think. It's got free drink refills here. Actually, some of them have in Australia too, right? So you can get free refills for your drinks if you compare places. I'm off to get some work done. Thank you, Galaxy. Yes, I hope you've enjoyed it too. Maxim? Yeah, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I'm going to walk kind of the other street now, or the other side of the park to get out to the exit. We'll see all the buildings on the other side that we didn't see on the way up. So yeah, you can see the amount of people here. I mean, where you guys live around the world, do you see thousands of people at the park? I don't think people really see thousands of people at the park. And what you see here, maybe hundreds. At home in Australia, you wouldn't see this many people at a park on a Tuesday night, that's for sure. Here's the girl with her ripstick again. I wonder if that young guy there can ride a ripstick like this girl can. It takes a long time to learn to ride that thing, I can assure you. And she's just doing it like it's nothing. She's eating an ice cream while she's riding it. She's that good. So I guess you guys watching at home, I guess you're getting your steps in without leaving the sofa. So I guess that's a good thing, right? Can you? Hi. Sorry, I'm missing. Oh, in New York City you can see thousands. Yes. I mean, I guess going to Central Park. I agree. Summertime in Central Park. You have this kind of feeling. In Australia, I mean, I think just in summertime it just gets too hot that it's not enjoyable coming to a park and going for a walk. My wife, when we were there, she liked going to parks because that's what she did in Moscow a lot. These girls are caught up again. They just go back and forward. I feel like I'm jumping around with my hand here. Sorry. I think changing the settings has made it not as stabilized as when I would do it with the other straight through YouTube, if that makes sense. So, yeah, the parents with the kids here make big steps. Manu Samoa Puma. He's got a rugby shirt on. I wonder if he knows that. That's interesting that he's got a Samoan rugby shirt on. It's very interesting. No. Yeah, so these scooters that you see everybody riding, these are all the ones that you can rent. So you've got an app on your phone that you download, you connect your credit card or ATM card to it. And you can rent them by the minute. So it's so many rubles per minute. It's not overly expensive to rent them for an hour or so. And then you can basically just park them at certain designated parking areas. They've kind of got like a map where it tells you where you can pick them up and drop them off from. So we'll come back up to this big water fountain again here ahead of us. I think it's big. Everyone else doesn't, but we'll do a walk around the other side so that we can get to see these other buildings that make up the rest of these Soviet states. Have a look at the work on these kind of flag poles here. They're walking their dog. Nice. Yeah, look at that mosaic again. Let's see what country, what place this was representing. The Slovo Museum Center. Oh, there we go. So this was Federal Cultural Heritage Site, which was the Pavilion of Ukraine. That's interesting. It's now called the Slovo Museum Center. That's interesting. Originally showcased the economic achievements of Ukraine. However, it was later featured expositions developed to crop farming. Since 2018, it's been home to the Slovo Center. The new exhibition space offers an introduction to the past, present, and future of the Cyrillic script. So there we go. So this was the building that used to be Ukraine. And it's now the Slovo Center. Definitely very Soviet looking. I mean, this kind of, all of these buildings around where we're walking here, they've all got a different theme to the region that they're representing. Yeah, you need to stop and go trolley for such a big park. In America, couldn't walk that much. Yes, I would agree. Yeah, they've got a couple of golf carts that we did see that pick up stragglers, I guess, and people really that can't make the last walk. But there's no drop, hop on, hop off, and pick up, stop down kind of one. There's another one over there. We'll actually walk down by the fountain here because Yeah, so can you guys hear me now, I wonder? Just give me a yes or a no. My battery on my microphone has died. Oh my gosh. Here is that fountain at night. It's beautiful with all the lights. I hear you, yes. I will put my microphone on charge on my power brick, but I don't know if we can get it to fire back up again. Sorry, I'm just going to put my... Oh, so the power brick is now charging my microphone. Oh wow, that's interesting. Thank you. Yeah, the sun is exactly right behind this fountain right here. So from where someone must be in the water somewhere, you can just hear the yeah, sound is back. Yeah, I've just unplugged the wireless microphone and I'm just using the microphone from the camera now, so I would imagine it's definitely not picking up as good as it was. I'm very sorry. That's all down to me. These wireless microphones have about 4 hours charge, but I didn't charge them before I left because I wasn't expecting to do the live stream here. I was coming for a walk in the park, but then I kind of thought later, I thought later that I'd do the live stream after, you know, so this guy just telling her off for taking a photograph, but no worries. Yeah, hopefully I'll give it a little while just for the wireless microphone to charge up a little bit more, because this charges up very quickly because it's a little lithium-ion battery that it charges from. Stopping for photos as well. Yeah, imagine, like someone just mentioned in the chat there, about a couple hours from now when the lights come on this fountain, it would be very... Actually, you've got that, it's almost sunsetting behind the buildings. Even that looks good, even though it's not so good on the camera, but it's still nice. Oh, there's a little thing here where I can adjust. How do I do that? You can adjust the brightness on the screen. I really end up sort of doing these live streams and then figuring out everything later, which is kind of the opposite of how it really should be. Well, I wonder if someone's doing a chalk painting here. It looks like they are, but looks like they're taking a break, whoever was. Oh, it's like a graffiti kind of painting, but it's probably water-based paints, I'd say. Yeah, check that out. Whatever it's going to be, I don't know. Looks kind of interesting. The guy's got a trolley full of gear over there. Now let's just have a look at this for a second. We've got some good light. I'm leaving for Seattle in 2 weeks and my packing is waiting. The sound is good, no worries. Thanks. Yeah, sound is back. Thanks, everybody. Again, thanks for coming on this walk. I haven't quite finished yet, so don't go anywhere. If only I knew a bit of Russian now, we'd know what this says, but built in 1954. Kind of interesting, whatever it says. It's a pretty cool fountain. I always don't like to walk on the garden, but I think everybody does on this spot, so no worries. I wonder if people throw coins into the fountain here. Wow, that's a pretty cool photo. Look at that. Very nice. There's a few people taking selfies here again. It's like the favorite thing to do is selfies at the park. Yeah, I'd imagine this is a plaque just signifying when it was built and when it opened. I don't think I've ever been here this late myself, walking around here. I'd normally come in sort of full daytime hours, but I guess I've got to come out more in this early evening time. You know, it's a good time to take a walk. Well, I think it is anyway. Yeah, this guy's doing like a... Oh, he's got the picture of what he's spray painting. Wow, he's doing it freehand. That's crazy. Guess we're going to have to look now, aren't we? It says the fountain is a listed object. All right. Wow, how's he doing that off his eyesight? That's insane. And he can just line it up. Guess he's got to stand on this spot though. And he can line it up and he can do it freehand. That's pretty impressive. Oh, it says the fountain is a listed object. There you go. Здравствуйте. Hello. Hello. Oh, let me see your... Wow. Wow. Now you're going to do all of that?
Yes, this is project.
Ah, like glow in the dark.
Yes.
Wow.
In dark we draw on the projector.
Understand. Right. So it's...
Yes.
And you're using from down the projector.
In the light we draw the colors.
Sure.
Yes.
Interesting.
Thanks.
Really? And you have to stand here every time?
Photo spot.
Yeah, right. Oh, sure. Interesting. Thanks. Ah, sure, okay. Understand. Huh. That's very cool. Oh, Stone Flower Fountain. That's what it's called. Thanks. Thank you for translating what it's called. Stone Flower Fountain. Yeah, that's... The guy's doing like a painting on the bitumen here. And he's basically just marking it out with eyesight from his... Wow, he's just eyeing it off like that, literally. Well, that's pretty trippy that he can actually do that. It's interesting here, it's like everywhere you walk is like a photo moment, you know? Yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you, Claudine. Yeah, the guy spoke a little bit of English as well, which is nice. It's, yeah, you can see now where we walked originally, all these buildings, and then you can get a good view now of the, actually of everything right over here. There's that Ferris wheel, that's not open yet. And a Stankina tower behind. Yeah, I wonder if they'll get it open by the end of next month. That will be pretty much, it'll be year-round open once it does, but I think they'd be kind of pushing to open while it's still warm weather here. Oh, let's jump out of the way of this lady's selfie here. More photos with selfies. Some bikes going by. Feel a bit strange now because I've kind of worked on having that microphone working, and then now it's not. So yeah, did anybody, by the way, watch? It's not much time between when I put it live and now. Did anybody watch my car exhibition video, which showed the Russian Cybertruck? So if anyone doesn't know what the Cybertruck is or what the reference is, that's one of the new models of Tesla that's coming out at some point. It's not out yet, but there's a loosely described replica of it at the car exhibition that I went to. So I wonder if anyone's watched that video. I know it won't get nearly as many views as even kind of something like this, or the supermarket walk-arounds and different things. You can see how much later it is now with the shadows here. Wow. My guys have got the speakers on their bike. Just going to see if I can get my other microphone clicked back in again. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I can. I can do everything all with one hand, you know, so that's my amazing talent. So I wonder how long it takes to charge, though. That's the thing. I think we have to go see this second fountain one more time because everybody's over here. Yeah, you can see off in the distance these apartment buildings, and these guys here are all not happy about this this Ferris wheel because of how bright it'll be, because of the amount of lights on it. So obviously it's going to be lit up like a Christmas tree, so to speak. So everybody won't be happy with how bright the lights will shine into their windows, and also the shadow it'll cast over the buildings that are directly behind it. So people won't be happy about that either. So I guess you can never win with something like that, right? Oh, Claudine, thank you. I'm promoting all bloggers from Russia, one person at a time. I want them to see the difference between the media and the reality. Yeah, I guess coming to the park like this, I mean, this is probably by a long way the most beautiful park in Moscow. I mean, okay, let's not say the word all of Russia, because everybody's city's got its own, you know, beauty about it. So, yeah, it's definitely a nice park, though, really. There's it's not probably necessarily as green a park as a lot of others in Moscow have. There's a lot more that are much greener in terms of trees and forest, but in terms of the buildings and what they represent for the Soviet Union and the, you know, the USSR, the history of the USSR. Some snacks. I'll just stare at the water fountain. Oh. Everybody trying to get their photos. Checking another one. Probably get a little bit louder now because I'm much closer to this water fountain. But let's see, there's a nice view of Stankina and the... I don't know if the Ferris wheel's got a name at all. I'm not sure. I don't think it has. I wonder if they'll do something about that at some point. I'm buffering. Yes, I figured at some point it wasn't going to be as clear. It's still showing good signal. This app that I'm using is showing the signal. So I am trying to walk a lot slower than I should. All the kids here. Yeah, what we might do is we'll get to the just after this next building, and then I'll probably end the stream. We've done the one lap around the whole park here, so that way then if it is not working. I've seen photos of the Golden Fountain online, yes. Yeah, it's pretty. Actually, it's probably, obviously now with the sun setting behind here, probably not. It's just all about that angle where you stand now. You know, to what view it kind of is. Yeah, the transmission is unstable. I wonder if there's something that's causing the signal to go out when we get near the water fountain. Maybe the TV tower is not as good as it is. All the kids sharing the corn here. Nice. Lots of people as the sun just comes out from behind the clouds now, right as we stand here. Yeah, this park is near the Space Museum. Yes, it's literally where I'll eventually leave and go home. You walk past the Space Museum. So if you think of this, behind this building there's one more alleyway, and then roughly over here behind these trees off in the distance is the National Aeronautics Museum or Space Museum. Yes, it's literally right there. So yeah, it's not too far from here, literally. Let's see if we can get the sun out of directly out of the video, and then we'll the dog right here. Wonder how much that dog wants to jump in and have a swim. Another dog. Doggies everywhere today. Everybody just chilling and happy and getting their selfie photos taken. Yeah, sometimes you don't really have to talk when you're seeing these kind of shots like this, right? It's Just a matter of really soaking it up, I guess. That's the right word. Wow, really everybody getting photos. It's like 4 people in a row. I'm still here, everybody. I'm just trying to get up a few steps, and yeah, I really want to go on that Ferris wheel when it opens, but I've got myself like on a mailing list for it, but I reckon there'll be thousands of people the first few days when that first reopens. It's definitely a people watcher's park here when you walk around. It's, bless you, I think somebody just sneezed. Yeah, we'll get around the corner here to the next alleyway. And then we'll be almost, actually we're in perfect timing. It's sorry, I need to hold my second hand on this sometimes. Which media? I'm not sure what you guys are chatting about here, so I hope everybody's still here, or there's a few people still here. Massive thanks everybody for watching the live stream. Of course, I'm kind of at the end of it now, so some people might have watched and left and come and gone, so massive thank you. I do hope it's come across okay. I think the sound, obviously, with the microphone, let's see if we can get it working for the last bit here. Hopefully. Здравствуйте. The young girl looking at the camera. Let's see if we can plug it in and get the sound working for one last part at the end. Hopefully. We've got some power now. Where's my microphone? Testing, testing. Well, that's a lot harder than I thought it would be. There we go. Can anybody hear me? Check 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, one last plug. There we go. Now let me know now if it's working a little bit better. Well, thank you, Gary. In real life, this fountain even more. Yeah, in real life, it's more impressive. Absolutely, yeah. When you're standing here and when you're walking around like this and holding the camera, it really doesn't look as spectacular as two people walk off with a blanket right here and a duck backpack. Yeah, it's definitely more impressive when you're just, especially if you don't hold your phone to take every photograph, and you just look up at the size of the buildings. You know, there's definitely that element of awe about how big it is here. That's absolutely for certain. Oh, somebody with a scooter's going by. So you still see people coming in. Does the sound? Oh, you can hear me. Thank you, Gary. Yes. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll get enough battery out of the battery. Enough sound out of the battery for the end of the video here. Hopefully, we'll come in the middle here where there's a bit more people. Yeah, these wireless microphones, which were bought out of everybody doing super chats on the channel, super stickers, super thanks. The money that went back into the YouTube channel from super chats is essentially what's paid for these these microphones. So I really appreciate everybody that sort of did those. Yeah, around the park there's a round road with a lot of entertainment for everyone. Yeah, so where the Ferris wheel is, they're going to have new things opening up over there, and then it's a bit hard to see, but over here on the other side of the park, on this other side of these trees here, there's also things. There's lots of people just hanging out again. Hello. We're back to the Western music again. What they say. Do 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 do. What they tell us. Well, I don't know the words. I guess this is what everybody sees when they first walk into the park. Right here. Well, there's some lights on there now. And you'll see, should be able to make out a little bit the Russian colors of the Russian flag. It's not quite blue, red and white, but it's almost. It's kind of got pink lights on the building there. Magnificent walk. Thank you, RQC. Yes, thank you. I do hope that the quality of the video came across okay. Again, this is another test. I'm trying to find the ideal app that will help me live stream better. So the only thing I'm going to point out is I can't see the thumbs ups, so I don't know what that count is, and I can't see the if there's super chats, super stickers, if there's any like the little emojis, you don't see those as well. So, oh, you can hear me. Thanks, RQC. Yes. A lot of people coming in now after sunset. So again, the end of the working day now, well and truly. So you're going to see people coming after work who probably weren't working today and just coming for a walk, and there'll be a lot of people that will live fairly close to here as well, so people who literally live in this district. It's very, very, very accessible by all forms of transport, so there's no problems getting here. Bus, train, metro, there's the monorail outside as well. The monorail only goes 5 stops, but it's very catchable, I guess you would call it. So, more people wanted to take photos. So yeah, this is the grand entrance where we came in at the very, very beginning. Again, this is a lot bigger than what it really looks. And then you can just see the tip here of the Space Museum monument on the right-hand side there, the National Aeronautics Museum. It's this huge it's kind of like the trail of a rocket that's taking off. And the whole museum itself is essentially underground, so there's only like a partial part of the building showing, and it's all underground when you walk in. But it's very, very cool. If anyone's ever been to Kennedy Space Center, I mean, okay, it's not, you know, not only the size of that, but it's pretty impressive. You hear me? That's good. Nice. And I'm glad the microphones held out as long as they did. Actually, this is the strongest signal that I've had now since I started. More guys taking photos. Oh, they're taken with the wheel. And the Stankin are just behind there. And so we look back just there. So the only sad part about the whole walk around today is I wasn't able to get a photo because I've used my camera the whole time. So it's the only kind of negative of all of it. I've not been able to take some nice photos of what we've seen all the way walking around. So it's okay though. I think I can live with it. Well, I hope I can live with it. I can come back again. It's very easy to get here. For me this is. It's only 2 train rides, or 2 different metros, one line to the next line. So to get home it's probably about an hour and 15 minutes to get home. Everyone taking photos. There's a lot of girls, a lot of guys with one girl here. Interesting. Good views in the park though overall. I mean, again, I can come here every day of the week and still love this place. I think everybody that knows VDNHh realizes what it has to offer just walking around and sit down somewhere. I'm not trying to sell the park, by the way. You know, it's definitely... I should go back there after sunset. And beautiful lights. Yeah, I've never been here at night time, so I'm actually getting very hungry. After I get to the end here and we'll end the broadcast, I'm going to go off and get something to eat because I had a bit of lunch before I left, but I'm definitely hungry now. Check the size of this thing. It's very big. A couple of things to note during this whole walk around. Well, I've not seen a single person, I don't think, in the park wearing a mask. I saw a couple of people on the train today coming here. Look at that. These are the batteries for these scooters. The guys running around probably replacing the batteries in the scooters. So the batteries go in the bases. So... No. Rollerblades. That would be a bit of a mission. I'd be struggling to get out of them once I get to the end of riding around this whole park, personally, but yeah, this has been a very nice walk. Yeah, Lavok, I'm going to go for a, oh, this guy doing wheelies. Well, exactly what you see all the time when you come here, right? Yeah, we can see very nicely now. This is Hotel Cosmos on the left here, and then the top of the Space Museum right there, just off in the distance. So you can see the amount of people coming and going. So the metro station is just, well, it's probably 5 minutes walk from here. It's the metro station. So literally most people would be going in and out of that metro station to come and go from here. There is plenty of buses. There's a bus station just down the way. You really can't quite see, but just off here there's a blue bus station, blue buses. But most of them are just district buses, so they won't get most people home from here. So yeah. All right, everybody. Oh, здравствуйте. Hello. It's been very nice walking around in the park today. Everybody walking out, still people walking in. I think there's more people leaving than coming. It's always weird when you come here. You wonder where everyone's walking to, and you walk to where you want to go, and then everyone's walking the other direction. You know. Now what I might do is I'm going to spin the camera around. And I think it's going to be a very wide shot of me here, as I just move my microphone around as well. So everybody, I'm going to thank, well, that's a bit weird, isn't it? How do I do that? I want to thank everybody for watching the live stream here in, well, that's really strange. Where am I looking over here? Yeah, that's very awkward to hold the camera for this way. Thanks, Gary. Yes, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for traveling with Russell. Thanks for coming in VDNHh Park today. Again, if you don't know about VDNHh Park, maybe Google it a little. You'll probably learn more about it from Google or Wikipedia than from me doing the walk around. So I hope everyone's found it interesting. If you want to watch the replay, I guess you could scrub back through the video and watch it a little bit earlier. I will have a new video. So currently the latest new video is the one at the car exhibition that I went to. Sorry, I feel like I'm cutting myself off here. Is the car exhibition. This is the front-facing camera. That's why it's very strange holding it this way. So, thanks, Nelly. Yes. Thanks, Angela. Thanks for watching. Whoever's watching live, RQC. Thank you as well. Thanks, everybody. I hope it's been fun walking around VDNHh with me and looking at all the buildings, looking at all the water fountains, looking at all the girls, guys, whatever we've all wanted to look at. And somehow I'm going to figure out how to say and end this stream. So yeah, thanks. If anybody did do a super chat, super sticker, super thanks, thank you for that in the live stream. Again, I can't see it coming up on the screen here, so whether or not it doesn't show them, I'm not sure. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching Traveling with Russell here in Moscow, and we'll see you on another video. Bye everybody. Bye.